Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something that's literally all around you, shaping the world you see every single day. We are diving deep into the creative and, yes, technical world of the graphic designer. Let's get right into it.
I mean, just think about it for a second. That coffee cup in your hand, the app you were just scrolling through, the cover of your favorite book, every color, every font, every single image, that was a deliberate choice. And the person who made that choice? Yep, that's a graphic designer. At their very core, graphic designers are visual storytellers. Their whole job is to take an idea, sometimes a really complicated one, and translate it into something visual that you just get almost instantly. It's this incredible blend of art and really the science of communication.
Okay, so let's dig into that idea a little more. How exactly are they shaping our world? Because it's about so much more than just making things look pretty. Here's the thing that's so crucial to understand. It's this blend of utility and beauty. A really great design doesn't just catch your eye, it guides it. It actually makes information easier to understand. Think about an infographic that turns a super dense report into a clear, compelling story, or a website menu that you can navigate without even thinking about it. That kind of seamless effectiveness, that's the real magic of great design. So, to pull all that off, designers need a pretty impressive toolkit of skills and software. So, let's break down what they really need to master to get the job done.
It really is this fascinating mix of like right brain creativity and left brain logic. You absolutely need that artistic vision to create something that connects with people, but you also have to understand the science of how we see and process information to make sure the message actually lands. And you can see that balance play out in the skills they need. On the one hand, you've got the hard technical skills, mastering color theory, building a brand's entire visual identity, and the super subtle art of typography. But honestly, just as important are the soft skills. Being able to really listen to a client, solve the puzzle of their creative brief, and juggle the logistics of a bunch of projects all at once. And of course, you can't be a designer today without the tools, right? Photoshop is still the undisputed king of raster images. That's anything made of pixels, like photos. Illustrator, on the other hand, is all about vector graphics. So think of logos that need to be blown up for a huge billboard or shrunk down for a tiny business card without ever getting blurry. Then you've got newer tools like Canva, which has totally changed the game by making design accessible to pretty much everyone, and Figma, which is an absolute powerhouse for teams designing apps and websites together in real time. Okay, so a designer has these skills. They've mastered the software. But where do they actually work? Let's take a look at the main career paths they can take. First up, you could go in-house and work for just one company. You become a true expert on their brand, living and breathing it every day. Or you could join an agency. That's a super fast-paced world where you might be juggling a dozen different clients and brands in a single year. And then there's the freelance route. You're your own boss, you hunt for your own clients, and you have like the ultimate flexibility. So, what about the money? Well, according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median salary for a graphic designer was about $58,900 as of May 2023. But remember, that's just a median. It can vary widely based on your experience, where you live, and which of those career paths you choose. So, if any of this is sounding exciting, you might be thinking, okay, how do I even begin? Well, there's a pretty well-traveled path for getting started in this field. It all starts with the fundamentals, running those core principles of good design. Taking a structured course can really help speed things up. From there, you'll dive into mastering the software tools we just talked about. But the most crucial part, the real secret sauce, is just start making stuff. Create your own personal projects, practice your skills constantly, and build a portfolio of your absolute best work. Because in this field, your portfolio isn't just important, it's everything. Okay. Let's just stop for a second and tackle the elephant in the room. This is the one question that stops so many creative people from even getting started. The answer is a clear and resounding no. Let's be real. Being able to draw is a fantastic skill for sketching out ideas, for sure, but it is not a requirement. Modern graphic design happens on a computer. Your ability to master the software and apply those design principles we talked about is infinitely more valuable than being able to draw a perfect circle by hand. So don't let that stop you. All right, for our final section, we have to talk about the biggest force changing pretty much every creative profession right now, artificial intelligence. What in the world does it mean for the future of graphic design? Now, what's really fascinating here is the wording. AI isn't just being presented as a new tool, it's a fundamental challenge to the actual role of the human designer. It's forcing the entire industry to rethink its value, its purpose, everything.
And right now, it feels like two main theories are bubbling to the surface. In one possible future, designers act more like creative directors for AI. They use their expertise to guide the tools, to pick and choose, to curate the best results. But in the other, more dystopian view, the machines just get so good that the human designer becomes obsolete for most tasks.
And that really leaves us with the big unanswered question, doesn't it? Is AI going to be the ultimate creative sidekick for designers, or will it end up being their replacement? The future of our visual world might just depend on that answer. Thanks for joining us.